Hey YouTube, thanks for tuning back in. Chase here, and someone in my comments mentioned you should do a unit review for Moosifer since he is probably the best thing to farm this week. And I said, I am gonna steal that idea. Thank you. It is a good idea. Because, yeah, indeed, this is one of the better things to farm this week. It is. Is this the only A unit available through story? I'm fairly certain it is. And he's very useful. I mean, this is not just a budget unit. He is great in budget teams, but even whales will be using this on some tough content because he's got bang and crack type spells. He's got a good enough wisdom to use them, and I think we all know by now that us units with the right weakness and resistance are very strong on fights that they are can hit weaknesses on. So, just on that, since I'm already over here, he has Frizz and Sizz resistance, which obviously is pretty useful on the right stages. You need to get him up to Awakening 4 for his Sizz resistance to hit. He gets Frizz at stage 2, or Awakening 2. So, getting him up to Awakening 4 is quite a feat, but now is the best time to do it by far. Some of the very hard to farm story units do get events or other stages they drop on. For example, Whack-A-Lite, I believe, has an increased drop event in, I want to say the Dragon Quest IV event. Let me see. Belith is going to be, he should be farmable in one of the hard chapter stages. I don't know what his rate is there, but I can't imagine it's lower than what it is in the story now. It's like 1 to 3%. It's very low. This guy is about a 3% drop rate, so... but here's the thing. Unless you somehow max leveled all of your units, here's the thing. I've barely wasted any stam. Although I'll tell you, I really wish the stamina cap was just a little bit higher, so you don't have to play the game right before you go to bed and right when you wake up, not to waste any stam. But that aside, his stage is some pretty good experience right now, so... Besides farming him, it also drops one of the colored stones, which I've already maxed out. I wish I hadn't gone so hard on the rank up week before this. I'm wasting a lot of gem drops in story right now. Because when you run them 100 times, it goes down. Because his stage costs 4 stam right now. It is mind-numbing. That is 20 stages per gem refresh right now. And I've been doing 6. It's a really good time to do it right now, but honestly, farming story 6 refreshes is like half a full-time job right now. I'll tell you, like, Kage is a bit of a loudmouth, but I actually feel sorry for him this week that he's doing 12 to 15 stam refreshes. The poor guy. It's literally a full-time job to do that. And that's on 4 stam stages. Doing the 2 stam ones, some of them are even 1 stam. It takes forever. So I like the event, but after a day or two, it's like, oh, I think I might actually eat this. Okay, so let's look at his stats real quick. Agility 197, that's low to average. Wisdom 241, I want to say the wisdom cap is 270. So he will get a few more wisdom points with 2 more awakenings. And then, we're getting the... rank increase like next week, I'm pretty sure, and I believe Demon is one of them, so he's not going to worry about hitting the wisdom cap for B rank abilities, and there is not in the foreseeable future, there's no way to get an A rank spell on anything that doesn't come with it. And that'll, well, speculation a little bit, that'll be some power creep when we get A rank spells possibly, but who knows? So HP is, for an A rank caster, it's actually kind of high. Not like tank high, but it's not low. It's on the high side of average, I'm going to say. MP is fine. He doesn't have any expensive abilities. Attack is, for a caster, it's good. It's irrelevant on him. Don't put physical scrolls on this guy. But his attack's actually good. It's kind of a waste. Defense is actually very good. Again, not a tank. He is, some people consider him a hybrid tank. It's more that he's a caster that can take a hit, which is nice, especially if you're on a Frizz or a Sizz stage. yeah, this guy can take a hit or two. You're not going to call him a tank, but he's not weak. He's not too fragile. Move 2, there's no surprise there. So his abilities, Bang, Boom, Crackle. You're never going to use Bang except to maybe finish something off. Bang and Boom are both range 2, so you're not getting any extra range with Bang. But again, his Boom is 30 MP, Crackle is 24. You're not worrying about his MP unless the fight is running like over 10 rounds. So Boom is pretty nice. It's only range 2. Boom's an odd one because depending on how the enemy's set up, it's either amazing or you would rather have it work like Crackle where you can just kind of put it wherever, because Boom does have to be centered on an enemy. If you've got 2 units with a space in between them, you can't put Boom in between them. But if you've got 3 or 4 units together, on top of each other with one in the center, Boom looks amazing. So, yeah, definitely an interesting move. Crackle, we all know how Crackle works, I'm sure. For reference, my Crackle's 4, Boom is 5. They will get cheaper with an MP cost with upgrades. His perk, first of all, he's got a lowers Bang resistance leader ability by 15%. That's probably not good enough to use, but it is interesting. If you watch my hybrid video, it will work the same way as that, just not to the same extent. Okay, his first awakening ability is lowers Bang type MP cost by 10%. That's pretty lame, but what can you expect? He's free to play. And then Awakening 3 gives him Boom Potency plus 5, and he will get that at Awakening 5 too. Not very exciting, but hey, that's what he's doing most of the time. He's casting Boom or Crackle. There's probably equal or better Crackle users, so this is who you bring when you want Boom. If you want Boom and Crackle, he's amazing. Alright, so let me put his weapon... Well, I just have a crappy little C weapon on him right now. It's not really doing much. It's adding 13 Wisdom and a couple Agility. So let's go test him out in a battle. I've got my White King as the leader. I'm probably not going to try to make sure that they're together or anything like that. I've ranted about this all the time. Your leader skill isn't that important because it needs to be within... I mean, it's something to... It's something, you should make sure you've got a good one, but don't worry about every single unit on your team hitting it because they won't. Because you have to be within 2 tiles of your leader for it to work. Alright. So, I picked this stage. This is the 14,000 CP troll fight because he does have... there are units here with weakness to Bang and Crack type. So, let's see. I'll just go throw his apple here. Just going to show off what kind of numbers this guy can put out. It's got a big hit from Dragon Lord for fun. Bam. Alright. You don't need to do anything. Alright, so Crackle. Let's see, which ones are weak to Boom? These guys. So let's hit him first with a Boom. We're going to go over here. 323. For a free-to-play unit, that's pretty good. Again, I have a lousy weapon on him. There's, outside of his 1 Awakening ability, there is no potency increases on him or anything like that. Sorry, I should have put a better weapon on him, but just trying not to mess my box up. So, let's see. Just do this, and I'll just get a Crackle off and show you what that looks like. It'll probably be a little bit weaker. Can't say for sure. But you can see, yeah, his agility compared to my A ranks is not great. Oh, I see. There's a few units weakness too. Weak to Crack here. I see the Stone Golem always messes up this fight because he takes the hits. Alright, so let's see what Crackle does. 314, just a little bit lower than Boom. But, again, I did not max him out. He gets a little bit stronger at Awakening 5. His Boom should always be a little bit stronger than his Crackle if they're both hitting Brilliant because of his Awakening bonuses. But There you go. Again, this is a free-to-play A unit, so these numbers are not the most amazing, but for a free-to-play story farm unit, they're very good. When you need somebody that resists Frizz and Sizz, he's amazing. So, again, as far as story units go, this guy's great. I would probably, if you want to maximize your resources, I would probably only take him to 4 right now, because Awakening 5 only gets him 5% more wisdom for the most part, and 5% on boom. That is not to be disregarded, but you can probably use your stand better farming other units. Some of the units are pretty useful. Again, there's Leery, Lout, Ghost, a few others. So don't put all your resources into Moosifer right away, but get them up to 4. It'll take a while. It's going to be a little boring, but now's the time to do it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Good luck in getting those 3% drop rates on Moosifer. All right, later.